I'm looking right, baby. She wanna lick, I'm only out here for the night, baby. I'm Puerto Rico, Casamigos with the Sprite, baby. She wanna fuck with the scammers, talk to me nice, baby. She hit the bottle and the holders wobble wobble. Just thought he's fucking for a fight, the cobble wobble. African twin, he spin, hit the throttle. She wanna fuck with the gangsters, talk to me nice, baby. Finish the bottle when I hook, then she a model. She in the mirror.
I am in the building. I am in the building. Welcome to the check-in report, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the check-in report. The show will start soon. The show will start soon. Ow. Ow. We gotta talk about Kamala Harris. The Obamas are now endorsing her. We gotta talk about that tonight. As I said, I am in the building. I am in the building. Welcome to the check-in report. We got a lot to get to tonight. We're gonna talk about it.
She lost her damn shoe. Her friend and poppin', she ain't got no damn clue. Rollin' O's and weed and smoking bamboo. Smoking gelato when the Tahoe smell the fucking jar. She wanna ride with me cause we look like some movie stars. The Stoddy moving faster than a speeding car. Coming through the door with no panties on.
Ow!
And you know she took his Zanny bar. Talking about a Mazda is a family car. I hit her with a curve, then the coup de grace. Zillow games, I'm shaking up the dice, baby. She wanna stay with me so we can make the night, baby. She wanna be with me so I can lay the pipe, baby. I'm only out here for the night, baby. I'm only out here for the night, baby. Girl, I'm on my dress, I'm looking right, baby. She wanna link, I'm only out here for the night, baby. I'm Puerto Rico, Casamigos with the Sprite, baby. She wanna fuck with the scammers, talk to me nice, baby. She hit the bottle and the holders wobble wobble. Just thought he's fucking for a fight, the cobble wobble. African twin, he spin, hit the throttle. She wanna fuck with the gangsters, talk to me nice, baby.
Welcome to the check-in report, ladies and gentlemen. I am your humble host, True and Living. I am in the building tonight. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
New drops tonight. New drops tonight. Hold on. New drops tonight. New drops tonight. Salute to everybody, whoever's in the chat right now. We are in here on a Sunday, a Friday, late night evening, going into Sunday, going into Saturday rather, excuse me. Just got off of work. You know what we're here to talk about? We are here to talk about the Obamas now supporting Kamala Harris. We're here to also talk about the up and coming debate. The political left, they're now claiming that Donald Trump is running. He's scared to debate, Kamala, a woman who has been a part of an administration whose inflation is ripping the country apart. Illegal immigrants are flooding this country. They think that Donald Trump is afraid to talk to this woman. They think that, Donald Trump is afraid. If you ask me, Donald Trump has all the upper hand in the world to debate this woman. I don't see why he can't debate this woman. What should Donald Trump be, fearful of debating her? Let's be honest here. We're gonna talk about that tonight.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
And when it comes to Kamala Harris, if you don't know, the Obamas are now endorsing her. The Obamas are now getting behind her. They had a phone call, and you heard Michelle Obama said, "My girl." My girl.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
I just find it funny how, you know, a person who when do we really see Kamala? Do we ever really see Kamala pull up, you know, with black people anywhere? Do we ever see her pull up to the communities, to the functions? Do we ever, you know, the only time we see Kamala is during election season.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
We only see her during election season, but she wants to act like sister girl. You know, she wants to, oh, I'm with it. I'm a black woman. I'm a strong black woman. I represent all black women.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
But I just find it funny. You know, you have people that, you know, people that right now are endorsing her. You got the Obamas. You got Beyonce. You know, you already know what the next strategy is. She's going to try to tackle the brown communities, the Hispanic communities. She is now going to go after that because she know that there's a lot of black people that have been licking the left wing boots for years. You know, and she pretty much she just expects the black vote. You know, she's not promising anything to black people. She's not giving them any incentive. She's not incentivizing them in any way. She's not saying that I'm going to push this agenda through for black people. We're going to work on reparations. We're going to work on a hate crime bill. We're going to work on this and that for the black race and for the black agenda. She's not going to do that. She just expects to get the black vote, get in the office, and just be a celebratory token Negro.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
And, you know, I find it funny how all of these people are licking her boots right now. You know, everybody's coming out supporting her. She's getting all this funding, getting all this sponsorship. We're here to talk about it tonight. Will you be supporting her? Are you a Kamala Harris supporter? Are you a Trump supporter? We want to hear from you tonight. What is going on in your mind right now? Do you feel like Trump is ducking this woman? I don't think Trump is ducking her. I think that, you know, if they were to get in a debate, I think Trump could take her. You know, she is a prosecutor. I'm gonna give her flowers. She is a prosecutor, so she's gonna be skilled in that arena. She's gonna be skilled in that arena. But I think Trump is up for the task. I think Trump could do it.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
But I really want to hear from a lot of you. Anybody that's black in here. If you're a black man or you're a black woman, and you will be supporting Kamala Harris during election season, I want to hear from you tonight. The Obamas have now endorsed her. You know, and a lot of people have been waiting for this endorsement, you know, because, you know, if we're going to bring out the new celebratory token Negro, we have to get the old celebratory token Negro to support her.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
And, you know, and you hear me playing this clip, and it's funny that I'm playing this clip because, you know, the last celebratory token Negro we had in there, who's not a Negro, he's really an African from Hawaii. But the last one we had in there, he got in office and he pretty much let it be known, listen, I'm not the president of all black people. I'm the president of America.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
You know, he went on to tell us for 8 years that, no, I can't do nothing for the black people. I can't work on a reparations bill. No, I can't work on a hate crime bill. No, the anti-lynching law, we're going to keep that in the House, but we're not going to pass it. He sat on the agendas of black people for years.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
And now he wants to act like he's the, you know, he's the king of all blacks. He's coming out, oh, I'm supporting Kamala Harris. I'm getting behind Kamala Harris. Like if his you know, opinion matters. You know, Obama, you have no say so in the black community. We don't respect you. We don't like you. We know you didn't do anything for us in those 8 years. You incentivized every other community, whether it be the Hispanic community, whether it be the LGBTQ community. You took care of them. But when it came around to the black community, you did absolutely nothing. You sounded like this.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
That's exactly how Obama sounded. You know, every time, hey, Obama, black people came up to Obama, black people would say, hey, Obama, we did vote for you. We gave 100% of our votes. We didn't even talk to John McCain. We didn't even talk to Mitt Romney. We didn't even see what they had to offer. We gave you 100% of our votes. Will you sit down and look at a reparations bill? This is what he told them.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
And then black people came up to Obama another time, a second time, and they were said, listen, Obama, you took care of the LGBTQ community. You took care of the Hispanic community. You took care of all these other communities. You bailed out the auto industry. You gave all these, billionaire CEOs big bailout plans. Will you look at an agenda for black people? We got this anti-lynching law. Black people have been terrorized in this country. They've been lynched. They've been, just really just downtrodden and oppressed in this country. Will you look at a anti-lynching bill? You know what he said? This is what he said to the black people that asked for that.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
And then black people, they came up to Obama a third time, and this is when he was in his second term. He was in his second term. Now, keep in mind, in his second term, he was really on some Negro-ish. He was really on his Negro-ish. Not his Negro-ish, because he's not a Negro. He's really an African. But his second term, he was in there. That's when he was dusting off his shoulders. Remember that clip when he was dusting off his shoulders? But black people went up to him a third time, and it was like, listen, Obama, you took care of the LGBTQ, you took of the Hispanics, you took care of this community, that community, you bailed out the auto industry, you're in the White House ceremonies, dusting off your shoulders, you're doing all of this extra stuff. Will you look at a hate crime bill that will protect black citizens from white supremacy, whether it be from cops killing us in the streets, whether it be from a George Zimmerman situation where a white man is stalking a black teen trying to get home? Will you look at a hate crime bill that black people could really benefit from, that they really need? Can you look at that, Obama? This is what he told black people that asked for that.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
We're firing on all cylinders tonight. Salute to Sinclair. I see Sinclair's in the building. Sinclair, did you hear my new drop, Sinclair? I got it in here.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
I disagree. What's your end game says Zimmerman was Hispanic. I disagree. Zimmerman is a white man. He identifies when Hispanics go for a job application. Hear me closely. When a Hispanic goes for a job application, what do they sign off on? What do they check? First it says, are you black, white, Hispanic? What do they check? Because a lot of them don't check Hispanic. A lot of them check white. Did you know that? A lot of them don't check Hispanic. A lot of those, when they go for a job application, a lot of Hispanics identify as white. They don't identify as Hispanics. And another thing, they also have a secondary list, because it might go white, black, Hispanic, right? But then there's another list. If you check off Hispanic, it'll say, is it non-black Hispanic or is it white Hispanic? A lot of them go Hispanic, then the second box they go white Hispanic. They don't go they go Hispanic, then they go non-black Hispanic. There is a checkbox that says non-black Hispanic. So when you're saying that George Zimmerman was Hispanic, I disagree. He identified as a white man. His values, what he believed in. You didn't see him with no Mexican flag and, championing the Mexican race and nothing. He wasn't doing that. He was a white. And a lot of you people have to realize that they are probationary whites. They are probationary whites. You know, they may not be the typical whites. They may not be the Anglo-Saxon whites, but they are a part of the white supremacy system. I call them probationary whites because they are enforcing the same white supremacy system, promoting it, backing it. They are probationary whites. They're not exactly Anglo-Saxon. You know, they're not exactly, you know, your typical whites, but they are, you know, supporting and funded and backed by in the white supremacy system. And they have, they enforce the rules when white people are not there to do it. You know, Thurston Check says Trump 2024. Okay, that's how you feeling. That's how you feeling. You know, if you rocking with Trump, you're rocking with Trump. You know. Yeah. Oh man, Great Scott says send them to jail. American Muscle says vote based on your policies. I agree. I agree with that. Great Scott says, are you MAGA or not? I am absolutely not MAGA. But Great Scott, here goes the kicker though. If you're asking me who was a better president, I'm going to be honest with you. Who was a better president? Was Trump's administration a better president, or was Biden a better president in his administration? I'm going to give Trump his flowers. I think Trump was a better president than Biden. I think the Biden administration was an unintelligent, stumble bums, drug addicts. Remember when they found the little piece of cocaine in the White House? Transformers, that, you know, they had the Transformer barbecue. They had a Transformer barbecue up there every week. It was a circus up there. So if you're asking me who was a better president, I think Trump was a better president. But am I a MAGA supporter? No, I'm not a MAGA supporter. But you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm not supporting neither one. But I'm here to kick in the backs of the political left. So, you know, stay tuned on that. Oh, we got Nelly in the building. Nelly, I got my two favorite mods in the building. Finally, I got Nelly and I got Sinclair in the building. I got to play this. Hold on.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
Yeah, man. But I'm here to kick in the backs of the political left. And I'm just here to keep it a buck with you guys. You know, now you have Obama. Obama is now endorsing this woman. And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that he's endorsing this woman because, you know, Obama's going to go with, you know, whatever the party is going to go with, he's going to go with it. He was just waiting for the party to come together to put, you know, the crown on this woman and pretty much push her to the moon. That's all he was waiting for. You know, so he wanted to support her. I don't believe, you know, the narrative of there was some type of rift or he didn't want to support her. He was just waiting for the party to come together and support her. He wanted to support her. But now he has put his you know, his endorsement on her. And did you guys hear the phone call? Let me know if you heard the phone call between Kamala Harris and Michelle Obama.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
She called her my girl, my sister girl. My sister girl. She put the black fist up on the call. She called her my girl. You know? So right now, I'm going to keep it a buck. They are now trying to galvanize the black female vote. Yes, they are galvanizing the black female vote. They're trying to organize the black female vote. They're trying to get these Negroes, and when I say Negroes, I'm talking about black men. They're trying to get these black Negroes on, on code with this multiculturalist woman who has no ties or allegiance to the black community. You know how I know she has no allegiance to the black community?
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
She has no allegiance to the black community, but you got these liberal bootlickers. Roland Martin, liberal bootlicker. Charlemagne the God, liberal bootlicker. And listen, the Democratic National Convention is a few weeks away. Trust me, you're gonna see more Democratic bootlickers. Stay tuned. And we will be going in on them. Every bootlicking Negro that pops up at that Democratic National Convention, we will be going 10 toes down on you.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
You sold out black people. You sold out the black agenda, whether it be reparations, whether it be a hate crime bill, whether it be no matter what, all of our agendas, you have sold them out because now you are licking the boots of the political left and Kamala Harris, who has let it be known.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
She's let it be known. Why are we voting for Kamala Harris in 2024? Somebody tell me. Let's get away from the scare tactics. Project 2025. Trump is a threat to democracy. Let's get away from all the scare tactics, because that's what the Democrats love to do. They want to keep you in fear. They want to keep you in, oh man, if Trump get in office, the country's gonna go to shit. But the country's been going to shit for the last 3 years. Look at the price of groceries. Look at the price of your gas. Can you really afford to go another 4 years of a Kamala Harris-led country with the price of groceries going up, the price of gas going up, foreign wars are about to break out, China swimming around Taiwan, Russia and Ukraine going at it? None of this was going on before Biden got in office. But they want to tell you, oh, Trump, he's the threat to democracy, and Trump is all these scare tactics, Project 2025. But Biden has been running this country into the ground, economic-wise. Look at all the foreign wars going on. Israel and Hamas, Ukraine and Russia, China and Taiwan. All of this is under the Biden administration. Are we supposed to unsee that? I mean, are we just going to be fooled here? This all happened under a Kamala Harris, Joe Biden administration. They are responsible for this. They're responsible for the price of your groceries. They're responsible for your gas prices being as high as it is. They're responsible for that. So, we can't get fooled here unless, yes, like I said, we will be going in on any bootlicking Negro that shows up at that national convention. We will be going in on them.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
But let me know, will you be supporting Kamala Harris? Will you be licking the boots of the political left? I need to know. Will you be licking the boots of the political left? I need to know, because a lot of y'all are licking the boots of the political left. Y'all licking the boots. There and back says Kamala 2024. Let us know. Let us know if you're riding with Kamala. Let us know why you're riding with Kamala. Why? Why are you riding with Montel Williams' old jump off? Why you riding with her? Why are you riding with a woman that was in a polyamorous relationship? Especially you women. Let me talk to a lot of you black women respectfully. You're gonna vote for a woman that disrespected herself by being in a polyamorous relationship with Montel Williams. Montel Williams was on the red carpet. He had 2 jump offs on his arm piece. He didn't even respect Kamala Harris enough to just show up with her. He showed up with 2 things on his arm piece. All you feminist women, I am woman, hear me roar. I'm an independent woman. I don't need a nigga for nothing. Why are you supporting this woman that disrespected herself? Why are you supporting this woman that disrespected herself by showing up on a red carpet with a man and another woman on his arm? She disrespected herself, and Montel Williams was pimping. I ain't mad at him. He was pimping that night.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
He was pimping that night. He was out there pimping. Pimp hand was strong. He should have put on a mink coat and a hat with a feather. Should have put on some hush puppy shoes, maybe some Annihilator Gators.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
He was pimping that night. Had Kamala Harris on one arm and another little light-skinned thing on the other arm. He came in there sashaying in there. Every order photographers asking, who was that on your arm, Montel? Who's that on your arm? Oh, this is what's this? Kamala. Kamala, that's her name. Kamala. This is Kamala. She really just my Tuesday. She really just my Tuesday jump off. She really just my Tuesday girl, I got a Monday, I got a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. She really just my Tuesday girl, but keep that straight, man. Yo, you know. Hey, I need y'all to hit that like button. Hit that like button right now. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button right now. It's a thrill to be here with y'all, but hit that like button. With darkness and silence through the night. You're in the darkness and in silence. Hit that like button. What a thrill. It's a thrill to be here with you, but hit that like button. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. A lot of you niggas is searching and looking for the like button. Hit that like button right now. Hit that like button right now. Hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that. We're going to stop the show one more time. Hold on. I need y'all to hit the like button right now. What a thrill. It's a thrill to be here with you, but hit that like button. With darkness and silence through the night. You're in the darkness looking for the like button. What a thrill. It's a thrill to be here with you, but hit the like button. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. A lot of you niggas is looking and searching for the like button.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
I need you to hit that like button. I need you to do something to benefit my like button and my subscription. Hit that like button. Hit that subscription right now.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
Oh man. But are you guys voting for Kamala Harris, or are you voting for Trump? You're voting for Dennis the Menace. And how do you guys feel about the Obamas supporting her? How do you feel about that? Do you feel like the endorsement is warranted? Do you feel like that Kamala Harris in the Biden administration has kind of, robbed people from the process? What really should have happened, we should have been awarded the opportunity to pick our Democratic candidate. Trump had to go through the ringer. Trump had to sit through the primaries. He had to go to different states, talk to different delegates. He had to go through the ringer. This woman has not had to go through that. This woman just got rewarded the Democratic nominee, didn't put in no work, didn't talk to no delegates, didn't put in the, think about it. Trump had to sit in the hood. He had to sit in, he had to sit, do rallies with the poor whites. He had to do the work. Trump had to go to towns, that's struggling. Towns ain't even got a supermarket in it. He had to sit down in them towns and talk to those people why he's the best candidate. Kamala Harris has not had to do that. They just gave this woman the Democratic nomination. They just awarded it to her. She didn't do no work. She didn't talk to delegates, didn't touch the people. And then you got these bootlicking Democratic, liberal, left-wing Negroes that are just going to support her. Just going to support her just for no reason. Just because she's, a multiculturalist and she's a female and they hate Trump. That's pretty much the only reason. I bet you a lot of the celebrities that are going to vote for Kamala Harris, they can't even tell you two of her agendas.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
They can't tell you two things that's in her docket of doing agenda-wise. Things that she's going to work on, things that she wants to do when she takes office. They can't even tell you two things that she has in her agenda.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
And I can tell you right now that, especially when it comes to the black vote, because, they're trying to galvanize all of these people, that are black, whether it be black females, black men. They're trying to galvanize all these black people to vote. But what is the incentive in voting for her? What's the incentive in voting for her? I take issue with, a bunch of black women, respectfully, that are raising money for Kamala Harris. Why? Why are we raising money for Kamala Harris? Why are we doing that? What has Kamala Harris done for the black community outside of throwing black men in jail, throwing away the key, throwing black women in jail, throwing away the key? What has she done to deserve black women on a call to vote for her? Just because, is it just because she's black? Or supposedly black? Is it just because she's a female? Like, what has she done? Has she gotten the community, done the work? Has she done the work? Is she even talking the talk? A lot of these people that are being galvanized, that are being organized to vote for this woman, they can't even tell you what this woman has agenda-wise. And that's the problem with the black vote. It's never organized. It's totally led by criminals, liberal bootlickers that are clearly getting paid. Let's be honest. They're getting paid. A lot of these liberal bootlickers, they're getting paid to vote for Kamala Harris or to influence people to vote for Kamala Harris. Meanwhile, when it comes to black agendas, when it comes to the what black people are trying to get accomplished in the White House, this is what we hear.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
And I've had enough of it. I had enough of it. Something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. Hold on. Let me look at some of this. Hold on. Let me get down here. Let me get down here. Baker says, if she wins, I feel so sorry for the men in this country. Me too. Me as well. JD says they're so afraid of Trump, they'll pull out any BS they can. That's a fact. That's an absolute Snapple fact, JD. If the Democrats are so desperate, if Biden decided to make a transformer his vice president, and this is what had happened, they would have put a transformer in the office. They have no moral ground. They have no, they don't stand for anything. If Biden selected a transformer, A transformer would be the Democratic nominee right now. If it was up to the Democratic elites, if it was for the political left, they would have no problem pushing that. They would have no problem pushing that transformer in there. Optimus Prime, Megatron, they would have no problem putting that transformer up there. Equalizer says, look up Kamala Harris record, please. You know what I'm going to find in that woman's record, Equalizer? I'm going to find her getting her cheek smashed by Montel Williams. It sounded a little something like this. Late night. You know what else I'm going to find in her record, Equalizer? I'm going to find her throwing black men in jail and throwing away the key. That's also what I'm going to find in her record. This is not a woman who has done the work. She was a prosecutor. She threw men in jail, men and women in jail. Sometimes the evidence wasn't good enough, but she tried to do anything in her power to make it stick. Sometimes those men and those women that she threw in jail had a reasonable reason for what they've done. Whether it be they fell on hard times, maybe there wasn't no money coming in, maybe their stomach was touching. She didn't want to hear that. She tried to grab every single shred of evidence to nail those people to the cross. This is a woman with no empathy. This is a woman with no honor. This is a woman willing to do anything to get a conviction. That's what prosecutors do. That's what prosecutors are. These people lack compassion. These people lack empathy. This is the person you're telling me to vote for? I think not. I think not. You're telling me to vote for a woman that was a prosecutor. Like I said, a lot of those men, a lot of those men weren't guilty. How about, are y'all going to talk about that? How about this? How about this? How about this? How about the men she prosecuted that she sent to jail for drug crimes? How about that? Let's talk about that for a second. Some of these men, they come from broken homes. They probably have a lengthy rap sheet where they can't go into a store, get a job. They can't go into a bank and get a job. So they had to resort to the criminal underworld, right? She didn't give these men a second chance. She didn't understand their story. She didn't have the compassion in her heart. She took every shred of evidence and nailed those men to the cross. A lot of those men, they probably was out there just selling some weed. They wasn't out there flipping they wasn't out there flipping keys or cocaine. Or out there, they wasn't on no El Chapo or no Pablo Escobar. They was little middlemen. Little drug runners, nickel and diming it, small time in it. But you know what she said? I don't care that it's a Pablo Escobar out there giving you keys. I don't care if it's an El Chapo out there sending you keys. I'm going to hammer you home. I'm going to hammer the small timer that can't get a job. I'm going to hammer the small timer, the nickel and dimer that's out there hustling little nicks and dimes. I'm going to hammer you. I'm going to give you the full weight of the crime. That's what her job was as a prosecutor. That's what her job is. That's what her job was. And you're telling me this is the person you want to vote for? A woman that lacks compassion? A woman that she's up there giggling and laughing. I'm sick of her laugh already. She's up there keying, laughing, ha ha. It ain't funny. The inflation is it funny? And let me ask y'all this for you, Kamala Harris, Kamala sexuals, for you Kamala sexuals. Let me ask you this, because every time I see her, she's giggling, she's laughing, she's kikiing, right? Is it funny? Is it a laughing matter when you go get some groceries and the price of the groceries and the price of food has skyrocketed? Is it funny then? Is it funny when you go to the gas pump and you only got $10 to get to work and you put the $10, they damn near don't even fill up your damn tank? Is it funny then? Is it Is it funny then to you? That all happened under her watch, under the Biden administration. The inflation, the price of groceries, all of the stuff going on politically. Let's take note of that. Let's really take note of that. She's sitting up there laughing, laughing every 5 times, giggling, but it's not funny. It's not funny because people are struggling right now. The price of groceries, all these things are, listen, man, it's crazy out here. Nelly says RFK 2024. That's another thing. People don't want to talk about that. What the Democrats did to RFK was messed up. Pretty much, they knew that RFK was a serious problem. They knew that if RFK gets in that Democratic poll, or excuse me, if he gets in that Democratic, nomination, that he was going to be a problem for Joe Biden. He was going to be a problem for Joe Biden. He was going to be a problem for Kamala Harris. He was going to be a real issue. That's why they kicked him out of the Democratic left. They did that because they were scared. They were scared for Biden and they were scared for Kamala Harris. What should have happened was a primary or a debate between RFK or Kamala Harris. They robbed that opportunity from RFK. They absolutely robbed it from him. And I take issue with that. I absolutely take issue with that. We got a couple people in here. Let me see what y'all talking about. Baker says the inflation has nothing to do with corporate. I disagree. The inflation happened under the watch of the Biden administration. It happened underneath their watch. It happened underneath their watch. When Biden took office, inflation was not skyrocketing. It was not skyrocketing. You can look at the schematics and the charts and the graphs on that time. Look at the statistics of that time. The inflation was not running rampant. It's now running rampant. It's hurting the middle class families. It's hurting the middle class. Someone should be held responsible. I'm saying it's Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They are responsible. Whose elbows you talking about, Ian? Let me throw you in the timeout. You talking crazy? Let me throw you in the timeout. You talking about elbows? Who elbows you talking about? You talking real spicy over there? Like I can't put you in timeout, nigga. Yeah, man, you talking all crazy. You talking about my elbows, nigga. You get your mind. You get your mind right, money right, ready for war, nigga. What you talking about, nigga? Nelly says the Democrats bailed out a bunch of banks during the last recession, and we're still being affected by that. That's a fact. The Democrats, they're not taking care of the middle class. They're hurting the middle class. Let's be real. The Democrats are hurting the middle class. They are hurting them. And they have no care for the middle class. Let's be real. Do you know what the Democrats said to the middle class of America in New York? The Democrats in New York. Let me tell you what they told the middle class in New York. This is what they told the middle class in New York in terms of immigration, which is running rampant in New York, if you don't know. This is what they told the middle class in New York. In terms of the immigration, they said that they should open up their homes to the immigrants. Open up their homes. But these Democratic, political, these Democrat, these senators and stuff like that, these governors, they're not opening up their home. Are they? Did they gonna open up their penthouse to these immigrants? Opening up that Long Island house in the Hamptons? Did they gonna open that up to the immigrants? But they want you, the middle class citizen, the taxpaying citizen that gets up, go to work 9 to 5, work your job, pay your taxes. They want you to open up your home to an immigrant that's possibly could be a molester, could be a rapist, could be a serial killer, could be all of these different things. They want you to open up your home to this immigrant that you don't even know. That's what they were requesting people in New York to do. Open up your homes to the immigrants. Let them in the house. Let them put the foot on the couch. Let them let them get something out the fridge. Go make a bowl of cereal. Go get some milk. That's what they were telling people in New York. Open up your homes to the immigrants. The political left have no respect for the middle class. They don't have any respect for the middle class right now. They're hurting us. They're hurting us to the 8th degree right now. Let's be real. Let's real about it. And you hear me. Nelly says, yes, a two-party system isn't working. We need more options. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. But let me say this as well. People wonder why I go so hard on the political left. And I have to say this. I say this a lot. People wonder why I go so hard on the political left. And they often mistake me for, a Trump supporter, a Republican, even somebody, last time I did a Kamala Harris show, they said, oh, you sound like you watch a lot of Fox News. So, oftentimes I get mistaken for a Trump supporter or a MAGA supporter. When I say that is not the case, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Republican. Well, let me not get into that, but I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Trump supporter. The reality is this. This is what the reality is, right? And this is why I go in on the political left and the Democrats. This is the reality of the situation. Let's get into it. Black people have been voting for the Democrats for over 50 years. Over 50 years, black people have been voting for the political left. And we have nothing to show for it. No reparations, no hate crime bill. Nothing to incentivize us for voting for the Democratic left. For years, we voted for the Democratic left. We didn't hear what they had to say. They didn't offer us anything. They just, made it seem like they liked us, like they cared about us. Like if I get in the office, I swear to you guys, I'm going to change the neighborhood. I'm going to change the neighborhood. I'm going to fix everything. And they lied to us for over 50 years. And keep in mind, during those years of us voting for the Democratic left, we never even took a conversation with the Republicans. We didn't sit down with them. We didn't get a bite to eat. We didn't invite them to the churches to come in. Hey, talk to the people, because we know that you're a God-fearing man. You're a Republican. You're a God-fearing man. Talk to the people in the church. Let us know why we should vote for you. We didn't even take their conversation. We didn't sit down with them. We didn't have meetings. We didn't do anything with the Republican candidates. Some of them tried to reach out. Some of them was like, I kind of want the black vote. Some of them weren't racist. Some of them were on the fence of being racist. Some of them were maybe they couldn't have worked with us in certain areas. Maybe they couldn't give us a reparations bill, but maybe they could work with us on a hate crime bill. Some of them Republicans were probably good people. Not all of them probably were racist. Some of them probably could have helped us in certain areas, right? But when it came to the Democrats, we have been so docile for over, 50 years. voting for them, and where to it's a point where they just expect our vote. We don't have to do we don't have to do anything. They don't have to promise anything. They don't have to give us any incentive to vote for them. We're just there voting for them, but we're not getting anything out of it. But the European Jew, he's getting something out of voting. The Hispanic community, they're getting something out of voting for them. The LGBTQ community, they're getting something out of voting. But it's only the black people that are voting for the Democratic left getting nothing. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being taken advantage of. I'm tired of my vote being taken advantage of. I'm tired of the political left doing this to the black community. And it happens every election season. They want us to vote, but they never promise us anything. They're never willing to work with us, never willing to sit down. And then when you get a guy, respectfully, when you get a guy like an Ice Cube, salute to Ice Cube, the political left, they tried to attack him. The political left, this is how demonic the political left is. Let's talk about how demonic the political left is. Ice Cube was working on a contract for the black community to organize the black vote for a candidate, right? And he said, we are going to sit down with both candidates together as a community and get something incentivized for our vote. Do you know what happened? Political bootlicking Negroes came out and ostracized him for wanting to sit down with Trump. Meanwhile, the political left didn't even want to sit down. Trump wanted to sit down with Ice Cube and to at least have a discussion, to at least sit down, talk about this. Maybe he can sign the contract. Maybe we can get something incentivized to us as a community. Political bootlicking Negroes, they ostracized Ice Cube for even wanting to sit down with Trump. But meanwhile, the political left, they never even offered to sit down with Ice Cube. They never even offered to even sit down, talk with him. And guess what? You know what the political left rhetoric, guess what their rhetoric was when it came to black people getting anything, incentivized, getting anything passed agenda-wise. You know what the rhetoric was from the left-wing community? This is what the left, political, liberals, left-wing, Democratic, this is what they said to black people when it came to that election. This is what they said.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
That's what they said. That's what they said. And that's what they say to us every election season. We can't do nothing for you. But listen, Negro, come out and vote for us. I'm tired of being sunned like that. I don't want to be sunned like that for my vote. Get nothing in return. Not incentivized anywhere. But get called a coon, get called a sellout because I'm not voting for you. I don't want to vote for you because you refuse to do anything for me. I'm not down with that technology anymore. Listen, man, I'm not with it no more.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
You know? I'm not with it no more. I'm tired of being taken advantage of for my vote. I'm tired of it. And we got about 30 plus people in here. I need y'all to hit that like button right now. Hit that like button.
What a thrill.
It's a thrill to be here with you, but hit that like button.
With darkness and silence through the night.
You're in the darkness searching and looking for the like button. Hit that like button. It's a thrill to be here with you, but hit the like button.
I'm searching and I'll melt into you.
I need you guys to search for the like button. Find that like button. Take hold of that like button. Click that like button. Hit that subscribe button right now. You know, Outlaw says, I'm not against the Jews. I'm not trying to hate nobody. I agree. Listen. Hear me out. Hear me out. I want to say this loud and clear. I'm not against anybody getting anything incentivized to them. I'm not against anybody. Whether it's the European Jews getting billions of dollars sent to Israel, I'm not against that. Listen, support them. Go ahead, get your money. The Asian community, Asian hate crime bill, I support it. That's a good thing. I support it. They deserve that. Get that. I support it. I support the Asian hate crime bill. I support these different communities getting their things, getting their incentivized, because guess what? They came out, they voted, they did the thing, they campaigned, they sponsored, they deserve it. These people deserve it. These communities deserve these incentivized. But why don't black people get what they deserve incentivized when they come out and vote? Think about it. Just like the European Jew, just like the Asian community, just like the LGBTQ community, we're there. We're campaigning. We're sponsoring. We're showing up at the rallies. We're voting. We go to the booth. We click all Democrat, everything Democrat, governor, senator, judge, president, Democrat. We're doing all of this for them. And listen, Asian community, incentivized. LGBTQ community, incentivized. European Jew, incentivized. Why can't the black community get incentivized for their vote? Why, when we ask for something or we want something, we got to hear this?
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
Hey, Barack Obama, we need you to work on that hate crime bill for black people.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
Hey, Kamala Harris, we want you to work on a reparations bill.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
Hey, Kamala Harris, we want you to look at an anti-lynching bill.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
Hey, Kamala Harris, there are black people dying in the streets. Cops are killing people, innocent black people in the streets. We need you to work on a bill to protect black people.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
That's what we hear every election season. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being sunned for my vote. I'm tired of black women. And listen, I got a lot of love and respect and admiration for black women, but I'm tired of y'all shucking and jiving for the political left. I'm tired of you going in on black men because we refuse to lick the boots of the political left wing when they do absolutely nothing for us every election season. And then you feel stupid after the 4 years have gone by for even voting for their goofy ass. I'm not falling for the okie doke anymore. I'm tired of being bamboozled. If you want to take your black ass up there in your Sunday's best and vote for the Democratic left, you go ahead and do it. I won't be there with you. Outlaw says, remember when Joe said, you ain't black if you ain't voting for Jim Crow Joe.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
You ain't black if you don't vote for Jim Crow Joe.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
Come on, bro. Y'all not, and I'm talking specifically to black people. White people that are watching this, take a back seat for 1 second. Take a back seat for 1 second. Let me talk to black people. Let me talk specifically. I'm not talking to any Asians, any Europeans, any whites, any Hispanics, anybody of any other. And I'm talking specifically to foundational black Americans from America. I'm not talking to continental Africans that have gotten here or even Caribbeans that have gotten here. I'm talking to foundational black Americans that are at least 10 plus years deep in generations here, right? 10 generations deep or even more, you know? So foundational black Americans, right, that have built this country. Aren't you tired of being taken advantage of for your vote? Aren't you tired of being taken advantage of? Are you tired of being taken advantage of your vote? Like, really think about that for a second. Yeah, a lot of y'all have came out. You voted for what was it? Let's go back to Barack. Let's go back to Barack. You voted for Barack, right? He promised you hope. He promised you change. He promised a lot of things to you. He didn't give you any change. He didn't give you any hope. But when it came to the LGBTQ community, he gave them change. He gave them hope. Now, if you're black in the LGBTQ community, maybe you may feel incentivized. But if you're a black heterosexual man or a black heterosexual woman, you shouldn't feel incentivized because you got nothing. They didn't incentivize your community. They didn't work on a hate crime bill to protect you. Guess what happened under the Biden administration? Trayvon Martin. One of the most saddest cases. I believe even the Tamir Rice situation happened underneath the Barack Obama administration. Ferguson happened underneath the Biden administration. Why didn't Obama work on a hate crime bill to protect black citizens from white supremacist officers? From white people terrorizing black people in the streets like a Trayvon Martin. Why didn't Barack Obama incentivize us? Why didn't he protect us? Why didn't he give us that cloak of protection? It's, a lot of people think it's just about reparations, black people getting some money, yada yada yada, which is damn well what they deserve. But I'm talking about other things that could have happened to incentivize the black community, helping and fixing our infrastructure. Hate crime bill to protect us from, all the white supremacist cops. Where is our incentivized for voting for you? Are you not tired of having your black vote, just thrown at the wayside? I hope I'm talking to y'all right now. Listen, we got about 50 people in here. I need y'all to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button too.
What a thrill.
It's a thrill to be here with you, but hit that like button and that subscription.
And silence through the night.
A lot of y'all in the dark right now, hit that like button, all right?
What a thrill.
It's a thrill to be here, but to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
And I'll melt into you.
A lot of y'all are searching for the like button. You're looking for the like button. It's right there at the top. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button right now. Check in right now. This is the check-in report. I need you to check in. Check in. I need y'all to check in. And we got about 245 votes. Salute to everybody that voted. I wish sometimes I wish y'all would hit the like button instead of the voting button. But salute. Thank you for even voting. I respect y'all for even voting. But we got about 245 votes, man. 245 votes. People are saying Trump. 67% say they are voting for Trump. 67%. And we got about 33 that are saying Kamala. And if you don't know who Kamala is, that is Montel Williams' old piece.
What a thrill.
He used to be smacking them chicks together. He used to be hitting that. You know? Yeah, that was Montel Williams' old piece. You know, he used to be, you know what I mean? That was his boo thing. Shorty, you my boo thing. Girl, you need a new flame. You gonna be my baby. I'ma drive you crazy. That was his boo thing back in the day. Montel Williams was hitting that. You know? Salute to him. He is an ex-Marine. Salute to him. Thank you for your service, Montel Williams, you know? Thank you for your service. I think he's an ex-Marine. So salute to him. But when it comes to Montel, excuse me, not Montel. I got salute to Montel. But when it comes to Kamala Harris, this woman is not fit to run America. When you think about all of the things that are happening on a foreign policy level, let's go to that, because we talk a lot about what's going on domestically, what's going on here in America, whether it be inflation or immigration and stuff, so things of that matter. But maybe we should start talking about what's going on foreign policy wise. Foreign policy wise. Do you think that this woman is equipped to handle Russia? Do you think that this woman is equipped to handle China? Superpowers in this world. Do you think that this woman is equipped to handle Iran, who already has a couple of political, people in the scope right now, Biden being one of them, Trump being another one? Do you think that this woman is equipped to handle Iran on the political level? Do you think that this woman can handle the kerfluffle between Israel and Hamas? Is this woman capable to handle what's going on in Israel and Hamas? How about this? Is this woman capable? Is she smart enough? Is she equipped enough to handle China and Taiwan? Is she capable enough of that? Say what you want about Trump, but he was president for 4 years. He has the experience. He has the experience as a commander-in-chief. Kamala Harris was pushing pencils in the White House. Let's be real about it. She was pushing pencils and organizing LGBTQ barbecues on the White House front lawn. That's what she was doing. How many of y'all saw that? And salute to those people of that community. I do not respect what the act that they're doing, and I think it's a sin. I'm gonna let it be known. I'm gonna let the truth be heard. I think it's a sin. It is what it is. That's my opinion. That's how I feel. But when it comes to that community, shout out to that community. Shout out to them. Love for that community. Did you guys see the transformer? Respectfully, the transformer with the genetically modified boobage pop out on the White House. That was an absolute disgusting act and embarrassing for the country. Do you think a transformer could have been in front of the Russian president, where he lays his head at? It could have been, showing the genetically modified boobage from a transformer, Optimus Prime, Megatron. I don't think that would have been allowed. I think somebody would have been thrown in the gulags. That would have never happened in Russia. Would have never happened in China. But we let it happen here in America. Despicable, y'all. Outlaw says, anytime you got to decide if you're going to pay your electric bill or buy groceries, that's messed up. I agree. I absolutely agree. I agree. And that's where we are right now. People have to decide. Really, they have to decide. Should I pay my mortgage, or should I pay my electric? Should I pay my car note, or should I buy groceries this week? People have to decide that right now. Should I not pay my property tax on my house and ultimately possibly lose my house? Or should I maybe not pay my car note and ultimately lose my car that I've been paying the last 3 years on? People have to decide that right now. People have to decide that, that they're being overthrown and flooded by debt, what they owe, what they pay, what they should be paying. They're suffering. They are draining the middle class. They're draining us. They're obliterating the middle class. And then you got people like Kamala Harris, laughing, She think it's funny. She think it's funny every time you go to the grocery store and you just spent your whole check, and you can't pay your rent now. She think it's funny when you go to the damn gas station and you only got $2 to put in your gas tank. She think it's funny because every time I see her, she laughing. This is your fault, Kamala Harris. You're the reason for this inflation. You and Joe Biden are the reason for the inflation. But you're laughing. Absolutely disgusting, absolutely despicable. I need y'all to hit that like button. We got about, a lot of people. We got a lot of people in here right now. We got a lot of votes, over 300 votes. Hit that like button, hit that subscription button right now. We're going to take the time out. Hit that like button right now, y'all.
What a thrill.
It's a thrill, but I need you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Darkness and silence through the night.
You're in darkness and in silence looking for the like button. Hit that like button right now. It's a thrill to be here with you, but hit that like button.
I'm searching and I'll melt into you.
I need you guys to search and look for the like button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscription button. Hit it right now. Put some respect on my like button. Yeah, man. Listen, man. Listen. The Biden administration, they have been running this country into the damn ground. And these people, they lack morality. They lack morality. They're godless. A lot of these people are godless. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, even like, let's break some things down. Now, let me just let it be known, right? I'm not a Trump supporter, right? I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a MAGA supporter, right? But let's just talk about the human decency. Let's just talk about human decency for a while. And I just want to show you something when it comes to the political left wing, right? Let me just show you something when it comes to the political left wing. Because this speaks volumes to me about the godlessness of the political left. They're godless people. A lot of them are godless people. Here you have Trump, who, whether you believe it was staged or not, I don't think that matters. Somebody lost their life. A firefighter lost his life. The man lost his life. So whether you believe it's staged or not, it does not matter. Somebody lost their life. Trump could have died, right? He clearly could have died, right? We've seen the bullets. We've seen the footage of the bullets flying past the man's face. We've seen the footage. Have you heard the rhetoric of the political left? Have you heard it? I heard one person, I think her name was Joy Reid. I believe her name, Joy Reid. She compared somebody ultimately she compared someone getting attempted to be assassinated, someone that could have been assassinated. She compared someone that could have been assassinated to Joe Biden getting COVID. She compared someone getting COVID to someone that could have lost their life. Then you hear the political left, it was staged, and oh, Trump, oh, it wasn't a bullet that hit his ear. It was just the teleprompter hit the ear and it cut the glass. Somebody lost their life. Somebody died. These people they're godless people. If you really look at them, and I'm not going to sit up here and say that the conservative right wing, that they're all, angels and yada, yada, yada. Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. But when I'm looking at the rhetoric of the political left, a lot of these people are godless. Where was the compassion? Even Whoopi Goldberg. Let's talk about Whoopi Goldberg for a second. Another political bootlicking token Negro. Let's talk about her for a second. Let's talk about her just for a second, right? Let's just talk about her for a second, respectfully. She said we should not humanize a human. She said we should not humanize Trump. Don't humanize him. What type of rhetoric is that from someone? We shouldn't humanize a human? He's a human. Just like me and you, he bleeds when he gets cut. If somebody punches him in his face, he feels it. If somebody hurts his feelings, he feels it. He's a human. Whoopi Goldberg said, we shouldn't humanize him. Like, a lot of these people, they're godless, bro. They're godless. They don't stand for nothing. All they care about is Trump losing, Trump not getting the presidency. They lack compassion. They have no godless. They're godless in their souls. And a lot of the people on the conservative right wing, they're guilty of it as well. Because I'm not gonna sit up there and say that they're not guilty of the same. Because they are. But it's absolutely despicable and it's absolutely disgusting. A lot of the rhetoric. If somebody didn't lose their life, maybe I could let that rhetoric fly. But somebody lost their life. Two people are no longer here with us. Two people are no longer alive from that situation. And for the political left to trivialize it, to downgrade it, to act like it was just just like it was nothing, and it was just like it's just whatever. I think that's very disgusting. It's very distasteful. And people see through that. And when people go to the voting booth, they're going to show you how they feel about with the things you've said. All of the rhetoric, talking about Trump's ear and yada, 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 and, downplaying that whole situation where someone lost their life. People are going to remember that when they go to the polls. Sinclair said, why are all the Joys on TV joyless? Yeah, Joy Reid, Joy Behar, they have no joy. All of them. That's a fact, Sinclair. That's a fact. They all lack joy. All of the Joys on TV. They all look unhappy. They all look unhappy. Yeah, they all look unhappy, man. They all look unhappy. It's crazy. Yo, we got about 60 people in here. Okay, the likes are looking good today, man. I'm proud of y'all. Likes looking good today. I need y'all to hit that like button again, though. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. The likes looking good. Hit that like button, though.
Darkness and silence through the night.
Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, too. Hit that subscribe button. It's a thrill to be here with you, but hit that like button.
I'm searching and I'll melt into you.
I need y'all guys to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're rocking out right now. Yeah, man. But salute. Salute. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We got about 68 people in here, man. Salute to everybody that's in here right now. Thank y'all for checking in. I thank y'all for checking in with me. Thank y'all. But listen, man. The political left, black people are tired of being taken advantage of. We're tired of it. We're tired of being taken advantage of. I'm tired as a black man living in America. We have been bamboozled. We have been led astray. We have been run amok by the political left wing. We've been voting for the political left wing for over 50 years. They have not incentivized our communities. They have not built up our communities. They have not, built up the infrastructure. The things that we're suffering from, the Democrats, they see black people getting, assassinated in the streets. It's like that black woman that just got assassinated in her home, boiling some water. Police shot her in the face. Where were the Democrats? Why weren't the Democrats that seen all of those assassinations of black people unjustly? Why did they not work in Congress to get a bill passed to protect black people? Where with all of that support that black people have gave all of those Democrats? Why were they not working to protect that woman? Why were they not working to work on a hate crime bill that would protect that woman? Where were they at? All of those black votes, all those celebratory token Negroes holding up, vote for the Democrats, vote for this Democrat candidate that won't do nothing. Where were they at for that woman? For all of those black people that lost their lives in the streets, all of those black people that lost their lives unjustly, right? Where were the Democrats? I tell you where they were. Incentivizing other communities, funding other communities, giving other communities tokens and perks, sitting on the wishes and the wants and the agendas of black people. That's what they've been doing, sitting on it, looking at our agendas. Oh yeah, I did promise black people I was going to do this thing. Oh, well, let me just throw it to the back. Just throw it in the trash. That's what they do to us every election season. But then I'm looking at respectfully, and listen, I got nothing but love, admiration, respect for black women. I have a lot of love and respect and admiration for black women. But the political left is using you every single election season. Every single election season, they're telling you to come out and vote. They're telling you to come out and campaign for them. They're telling you to do all of these things, but they're not incentivizing you. They're not giving you anything. They're not working on your agendas. You see black women being assassinated in their home, like that sister that got assassinated in her home. You see videos like that, but they're not telling you we're going to fix that issue. We're going to work on a hate crime bill. We're going to protect women. We're going to protect black women from another situation like that happening to another black woman. They're not giving you that. They're just kiki laughing in your face like Kamala Harris. Kiki. This is what Kamala Harris thinks of black people being assassinated in their house.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
That's what she thinks. She's not trying to incentivize us. She's not trying to help us. She's not trying to do anything for us. So why are we supporting her? Wake up out of the mysticism. Wake out of the Democratic fever dream that a lot of you are under the spell of. It's time to get out of that. It's time to get out of it. It is. A lot of you've been voting for Democrats your whole life. You don't even know why. You're just waking up voting for Democrats. You don't know what their agendas are. You don't know if they're going to do anything for you. Just voting for them. It's time to come out of that spell. It's time to come out of that fever dream, that Democratic fever dream. All right? Because they're not incentivizing you in any way. We got about 70 people in here. Salute to everybody that's in here. Salute to y'all. You know what I mean? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I'm going to take the time. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I see y'all checked in tonight. Thank y'all for checking in. But hit that like button. Hit that subscription button. All right?
What a thrill.
Hit that like button. Hit that subscription button. We checked in tonight.
Darkness and silence through the night.
A lot of y'all in silence. Y'all need to hit that like button. Hit that check button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscription button.
I'm searching and I'll melt into you.
I need a lot of y'all to go search for that subscription. Search for that like button. We checked in tonight. We checked in tonight. We checked in tonight. You know? We checked in tonight. You know? We are checked in tonight. Salute to everybody. We checked in tonight. Now, I said this before, but I want to say it again, right? I want to say this again. I think it's important because we got a lot of people in here. I have to say this again, right? This is my gripe with the political left, and if you've heard this already, I just have to say it again because we got more people in here, and I just want them to hear this, right? Loud and proud, right? Especially to the Kamala Harris supporter. This is what I want you to hear, right? This is what I want you to hear. Like I said before, black people have been voting for the Democrats for over 50 years, right? We know that, right? But we're looking at other communities for over 50 years, right? Over 50 years we've been voting. We've been voting, and we're looking at other communities get things, right? We're looking at the European Jews, respect to them, and I think they deserve that money. Go get your money. But we're looking at the European Jews get billions of dollars sent over to Israel, right? Salute to them. Go get your money. Get your money. You supported the Democrats. Get your money. We support that. We're looking at the LGBTQ community, right? Getting the right to marry one another, getting their rights, getting their just dues, whatever. Hey, you supported the Democrats. They gave you your incentive. You supported. Cool. We're looking at the Asian community, right? Looking at the Asian community. COVID happens, Asian people were being oppressed in the streets, and unjustly. They wanted to make a bill to protect Asians in the streets. I support that. I support that bill because Asian people were being, oppressed in the street. They were getting, people were attacking them and targeting them. I support the bill that protected them, and they deserve that. They supported for the Democrats. Support them. All of these different communities incentivize, given things, agenda-wise. All of these different communities voted for the Democrats, right? But so did the black people. We came out. We gave you 100% of the vote. We came out. We supported your campaign. We came out. We supported your thing. We supported you. And this is what you tell us every single year.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
This is what you tell us when we want a reparations bill.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
This is what you tell us when we want a hate crime bill.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
This is what you tell us when we want an anti-lynching bill.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
And we're tired of it. We're tired of it. I'm tired of it. You're telling us every year that you can't help us with our agendas, with our incentives. You can't help us. You don't want to give us nothing. But we're looking at you give every other community something. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being taken advantage of my vote. I'm tired of coming out voting for you every election season and you keep sitting on our agendas. I'm tired of it. The political left don't deserve the black vote. Yes. Soda Pop says, thank you. Yeah, man, somebody has to say it. Somebody has to say it. Somebody has to say it. We got a couple Kamala sexuals in here. We got a couple Kamala sexuals, and I am challenging the Kamala sexuals. Please, can you tell me two of her agendas that she's pushing? Because most of these Kamala sexuals, most of these people voting for Kamala Harris, they can't even tell you what her agendas are. They can't tell you what she's working on. All they can tell you is that she's running against Trump and they hate Trump. That's all they can tell you. What is Kamala Harris's agendas? What does she want to do in that White House? A lot of them are so caught up in the mysticism and the fight of going against Trump. They don't even know this woman's agendas. They're just voting for someone just because they're running against Trump. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You know? Yeah. You know? Absolutely ridiculous. And listen, man, you know, that's what this election has turned into. Sadly, this election has turned into, you know, just people who hate Trump against Trump supporters. That's what this election turned into. Every election in this country's history has been about, you know, this person's ideals and this person's agenda versus this person's ideals and this person's agenda. That's what every election in this country's history has been about, except this one. This country is about pro-Trump and people that hate Trump. That's all this election is about. You know, and I want to give credit to Trump. At this moment in time, Trump is the only person telling you what he wants to do. So I want to give salute to Trump. At least Trump is telling you what he intends on. And that's the reason why I kind of rock with him. You know, I'm not going to vote for him, but I kind of rock with him because at least he's telling you what he wants to do. He's telling you what he wants to do at the border. He's telling you what he wants to do in terms of, you know, the political left weaponizing and, you know, the Department of Justice, right? He's telling you about certain things that he wants to do in terms of this country. When it comes to the political left, they're not telling you anything. Nobody has talked about what Kamala Harris is fighting for. What is Kamala Harris fighting for? What is her agendas? What's the first thing that Kamala Harris wants to do when she takes office? What's the first thing she wants to do? What does she want to work on? What does she want to, I mean, what does she want to do? I haven't heard that yet. All I keep hearing is Trump is a threat to democracy. Trump is this, Trump is that, and yada, yada. Trump is scared to debate me. That's all I hear. Everything is Trump, 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 Trump. What are your agendas, Kamala Harris? What do you believe in? What do you stand for? What are you fighting for? We have not heard that. We got about 93 people in the building. Salute to the 93 people in the building. I see you checked in. Yeah, man, but you know, listen, man, I'm just tired of the political bootlicking. A lot of political bootlicking. Shame on Whoopi Goldberg. Shame on Charlemagne the God, a.k.a. Lesser Charge the God. The Lesser Charge God. You know? For contributing to the delinquency of a minor. That's what he was charged with. Contributing. He took the lesser charge, so that's why I'm calling him the Lesser Charge God. You know? I don't know. I have no knowledge of anything else he did. You know. I know there was an underage girl and she was drugged. She claimed she was drugged and she was taken advantage of. That's what her story is. But you copped out to the lesser charge. But now you're voting for Kamala Harris. You know. And Whoopi Goldberg, you know, she stood next to somebody while they did blackface. Look at these people that are supporting Kamala Harris. Just look at them. Are they people that the black people should be getting behind? I mean, just look at them. You got Charlemagne the God. If you don't know who Charlemagne the God is, he's on Power 105. He's a radio host in New York City. He hosts a popular hip hop radio show in New York. It's called The Breakfast Club. He copped a plea. You know, he was charged what he was charged with. All I'm going to say is there was a minor involved. A minor claimed that she was sexually taken advantage of. You know, that she was violated. Someone got her drugged and drunk. He copped a plea. He copped a plea to contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Is that somebody who should be galvanizing and organizing the black vote? Is that the type of person that should be, or I mean, when I think of someone who should be, organizing a black vote, I think it should be somebody we all respect, who has a clean background, don't got no like ridiculous, disgusting thing on their background. I mean, is this the type of person that should be organizing the black vote? Charlemagne, the lesser charged God, and then you got Whoopi Goldberg. You know, she stood next to somebody while they did blackface. Shucking and jiving and high fiving. She stood next to somebody who did blackface. I think it was her boyfriend. Wasn't it her boyfriend? You're a black woman and you stood next to and you dated someone who did blackface, Whoopi Goldberg. Not to mention, you supported Mel Gibson when he was running off at the mouth at his wife, calling his wife a N-word lover. You supported that man. Is this somebody who should be galvanizing and organizing the black vote? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If you're going to be organizing the black vote, if you're going to be galvanizing black people to vote for you, I would think you should be a respectable person in the black community, right? You should be somebody we all respect. Somebody we all look up to. We all say, we can look at your background. We can say he never did nothing ridiculous, or he never been, involved in no type of criminal activity, contributing to delinquencies of minors, or, running around with a boyfriend that did blackface. None of this stuff should be in your background if you're supposedly this black leader that could galvanize and organize the black vote. Like, that's just my opinion. I can't look up to people that if you got that type of stuff in your background, I can't rock with you. I don't want to hear who you're voting for, because I don't care. Dastardly Dragon says Jesus was a progressive. That is a absolute total falsity. Falsity. That is a lie. Because you know why? Jesus kept the law, statutes, and commandments. Jesus he kept the law, statutes, and commandments. So you telling me he was a progressive when he kept the law, statutes, and commandments that was here of old? He kept the law, statutes, and commandments. So how was he a progressive? He stood on those words. He stood on the words of his father. So what you're saying is a lie. He stood on the law, statutes, and commandments. So he was not a progressive. He stood on his father's words. He stood on his father's words. So what you're saying is false. Thank you, Sinclair, for hitting for capping that dude, for clipping him. Thank you, Sinclair, for clapping him. Oh man. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna get into y'all little whatever y'all talking about. Yeah. Some of y'all just love to major in the minor. So I'm not gonna entertain anybody that's majoring in the minors. I'm not gonna entertain you. Sorry. Maybe another show. But back to this Kamala, because a lot of times I go off a topic and it's like, why am I going off topic to this person? Like, what's the point? But when it comes to Kamala Harris, I don't understand why black people, or rather why, they're trying to get black people to vote for this woman. This woman has already made this statement. She's already made this statement. You know what statement she made? This is the statement she made already.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
This is what she said.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
This is Kamala Harris right here. A black woman, a black interviewer, she asked her about, black issues, black agenda issues, things that are weighing heavy on the hearts and minds of black people. This is what Kamala Harris had to say about, reparations, about a hate crime bill, all of the things that black people are trying to push agenda-wise. This is what she had to say.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
Let me just play this a couple more times. Hold on.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
Are we done here? Are we done here? Are we done here? Are we done here? I don't think we should have a discussion anymore about this black vote for Kamala. It should be over. It should be over with this clip. With this clip I got, I don't think we should even be talking about. Like, it shouldn't even be a question if black people should vote for her. It shouldn't be a question at this point. It should be a point. It shouldn't be a question anymore. Unless, hear me out. Unless she's willing to go back on her words, which I 110% will. I 110% do not think she will go back on her word. You know why she won't go back on her word? Because she's already received the money. She's already funded by some powerful people. She will not go back on what she said here. What she said here?
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
She will not go back on her words. Look at the people that are funding her. Look at the people that are funding her. It's by no coincidence she was able to raise all that money within a 24-hour span. Look at the people funding her. She's already compromised. She's already got the agenda and the script in her hand already. They already got to her. You know? So I mean, I don't think the whole black vote thing, it should be a question at this point. It should not be a question who you should vote for. It should not be a question if black people should vote for her. It should be an astounding no. No, we will not vote for this woman because she has already let it be known.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
So what are we voting for you for? You already let it be known. You're not going to do nothing for us. You're going to sit on our agendas. You're going to sit on our incentivize. You don't care what's going on in the black community. You don't care that the two white supremacist officers walked into a black woman's house and killed her in her home. You don't care about that. You're not going to protect black people and give them a hate crime bill. You don't care that black people are struggling financially and economically. You're not gonna push through a reparations bill. You're not gonna do anything to incentivize the black community. You're not gonna do anything to galvanize us and organize us for a black vote. What are we voting for you for, Kamala Harris? There's no reason for us to vote for you. Because we're just going to get the same old song and dance that we've been getting from the Obama administration, from the Biden administration. and from all the other Democratic administrations that we've been getting. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So there's no reason for us to vote for you. What are we organizing and being galvanized to vote for? We're voting for nothing. You know? You know? Just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck, you know? But we got about 80 people in here. I need y'all to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, man.
What a thrill.
It's a thrill to be here with you, but hit that like button.
Darkness and silence through the night.
A lot of y'all in the darkness right now looking for that like button.
What a thrill.
It's a thrill to be here with you, but hit that like button, bro.
I'm searching and I'll melt into you.
A lot of y'all searching for that like button. You know, you're scrambling. You know, you're scrambling and scraping like P. Diddy said. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy. You're scrambling and scraping for that like button. Hit that like button right now. Yeah, I never heard Trump say that either. Somebody said Trump said he was going to burn the Constitution. What did he say? Trump said Trump said he would terminate the Constitution. I never heard that. Somebody fact check that. Look that up. Did he ever say that? I never heard him say that. Kamala Harris is talking about taking your gun rights away. How do you guys feel about that? Any firearm owners? Any firearm connoisseurs? Kamala Harris is talking about even tightening up the gun laws in America. How y'all feel about that? Any firearm holders? Anybody that like to hunt? You know, anybody in law enforcement? Anybody you know, that's a firearm connoisseur? How do you feel about Kamala Harris trying to tighten up even further the gun laws? How do y'all feel about that? Let me know how y'all feel about that. We got about 800. We got 800 votes in the building tonight. 800 votes. You know, 800 votes in the building. You know, let me read some. Let me get these votes in here. Hold on. Salute to everybody that's in here right now. You know, somebody said they're from Tennessee. They said Kamala ain't taking away our guns. Salute to everybody in Tennessee. And I see Texas is in here too. Salute to everybody in Texas. I respect it, man. You know, listen, man. That's what this country was founded on, the right to bear arms, man. You're gonna take people's guns away? Come on now. Come on, little high yellow heifer talking about you're gonna take our guns. What's wrong with this woman? What's wrong with this woman? She been pushing pencils for the last 3.5 years, talking about she's gonna take everybody's guns. What's wrong with this woman? What's wrong with this woman? Who are you voting for? That was the poll that I put in the chat. Salute to everybody that voted. We got about 72% for Trump, and we got 28% for Kamala Harris, aka Montel Williams' old piece. Montel Williams, he probably gonna see Kamala Harris on the campaign trail. He gonna sing this song to her. It's always that one person that you wanted from the start. You try to tell you done it from the start. My baby, oh, he gonna be singing that with her. Him and Kamala. They're gonna be like Usher and Alicia Keys at the Super Bowl. My boo. Her husband gonna be looking like, what in the world is going on? He gonna be looking like Swiss Beats. My boo. Montel Williams and Kamala Harris. My boo. It happened, man. Listen, it happened, bro. It happened. I'm sorry. If it happened, it happened, bro. What y'all want me to tell y'all? If it happened, it happened. I can't tell you no. If it happened, it happened, bro. It happened. Montel Williams was clapping them cheeks. And he was pimping. He was pimping that night. Let's be real. Montel was pimping. Y'all saw the infamous picture with Kamala Harris and Montel Williams. He had another girl on his arm. He was pimping that night. He should have showed up with a little hat with a little feather in it. Should have put some hush puppies on, put a little mink coat. Should have been strutting in there like Sugar Bear or the Mac. Gold. He should have came in there strutting like Goldie from the Mac. You know? That's what he should have did. Sinclair says, like, subscribe, turn on the notification, join the chat, vote in the poll. That's a fact. Make sure y'all do that. Salute to Sinclair. Yeah, man, but it's just like, it's real though. It's real though. You know what I mean? But Kamala Harris, man, she's not fit to run this country, man. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. She's not fit to run this country. She's not. It just is what it is, man. I mean, a lot of y'all are just blinded by hate for Trump. You're not thinking rationally. You're not thinking in a sound mind. You're so overwhelmed and so consumed with Trump. I hate Trump. I don't want Trump to win. You're so consumed by that, but you're not looking at the glaring issues that are coming out of the Democratic left. The Democratic left has robbed people from the right to vote for a nominee. What about that? Why are we not talking about the Democratic left robbing the right to allow the people to award a Democratic nominee? Why are we not talking about that? We're so consumed with Trump, but we're not talking about that. This woman just handed the Democratic nominee. She didn't have to go against RFK Jr. and all the other Democratic nominees. They just gave it to her. Sleepy Joe, NyQuil Joe, Benadryl Joe, Dayquil Joe, nighttime and daytime cough Joe. He resigns, which is very peculiar to me. Have they been working on this for a year? Did he just make like a facade presidency? Waste all this time, made it seem like he was going to vote, made it seem like he was going to run again, just for the primaries to go along, just for all that, all of the process to go along, just to rob people from that opportunity to vote for another candidate. Was this a plan all along from the Democratic left? We're not asking ourselves these questions. We're not. We're not asking ourselves these questions, which is absolutely ridiculous. We're so consumed. Oh, Trump, this was staged, this, that, and the third. We're not looking at the political left and all the things that they're doing. We're not talking about it. Because y'all so consumed with Trump. Trump did this, Trump did that, Trump said this. What about what the political left is doing? The wolves they're putting over people's eyes. The discussions happening behind the scenes, behind the curtains, if you will. Or the political games. Couple weeks ago, how about this? Couple weeks ago, Obama wasn't on board for the Kamala Harris presidency run. He wasn't on board. Now he makes a call. I am supporting Kamala Harris. I reject and repudiate. Remember he said that about Jeremy Wright, the pastor? I reject and I repudiate. What are you rejecting and repudiating? I reject and I repudiate. Y'all remember that? With the Jeremy, salute to Jeremy. And by the way, Jeremy, the pastor that, you know, he said, I reject and I repudiate. That pastor, he's a solid dude. Like, you may not like his rhetoric. He does a lot for his community. He does a lot. He does a lot more than Barack Obama does. He served his country. You know, he's a man of a certain age. He deserves the right to say what he wants. He served his country. You know, he takes care of his community. He's a man of faith. I respect Jeremy, that pastor. I think his name is Jeremy Wright, I believe. He's a solid dude. Barack Obama took him, I reject and I repudiate. Y'all don't remember that? I reject and I repudiate all of his words. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm telling you, politics is a dirty game. It's a dirty game, and people will say and do whatever. They will say and do whatever to get in. I'm telling you that. That's why you kind of gotta respect Trump. Like, whether you hate him, whether you like him, you know, whether he offends you, you know, he stands on it. He stands on offending you. He stands on saying how he feels. He stands on it. A lot of these people on the political left, they say things just to please you. They say things just to coddle you. They say things just to, you know, make it seem like one thing is something, but it's really not. They really got something else going on behind the curtain, behind the scenes. That's what I don't respect. That's another thing I don't respect about the political left, man. They rather lie to you. They rather keep you in the darkness. They rather, you know, give you a bunch of soothsayings. You know? Clever tactics to, you know, try to, you know, to you know, leave you in a stupor. They want you stupefied. That's what they want. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. We got about 90 likes. I need to get to 100 likes tonight. Let me get to 100 likes tonight, y'all. I need y'all to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
What a thrill.
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, y'all.
With darkness and silence through the night.
I need y'all to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's a thrill to be here, but hit that like button.
Searching and I'll melt into you.
I need y'all to search and look for that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit it right now. Hit it like Montel Williams was smashing and hitting those Kamala Harris cheeks. Hit it. Yes. 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 Oh, man. But, I mean, it's real, man. You know, it's like I said, you know, politics is a dirty game. And like I said, you know, yeah, I have no respect for the political left. I have no respect for them. I've said it earlier, too, that it's like, you know, a lot of those people on the political left, I mean, what do they really stand for? They don't really stand for anything. You know? They don't really stand for anything. Billy says, I'll subscribe if you give a shout out to my daughter, Athena. Is that her name? That's a nice name. That's like a Greek mythology name, right? Athena. Salute to Athena, you know? Salute to your baby girl, Athena. Salute. Yeah, I like that name. That's like isn't that like a Greek mythology name? I think I remember hearing that name of God of War. Athena. Biggest says Hillary Clinton is looking pretty good right about now. Who would y'all rather? Who would y'all not on no sexual tip? No, I know a lot of y'all got dirty minds. Not a who'd you rather smash, but a who'd you rather vote for. Who'd you rather vote for? Kamala Harris or Hillary Clinton? Who would y'all? They're both awful to me. I think both of them are awful to me. But who would you guys rather vote for? Would you rather, like, if let's say hypothetically Hillary Clinton went to the conservative right wing. Let's say hypothetically she defected. She defected to the conservative right. Which I could never see her doing that, but I'm just saying hypothetically. And she was running against Kamala Harris. Who would you vote for? Who would you vote for? Both of them are awful to me. Both of them. Both of them are awful. Awful. Awful human beings to me. Excuse me. Some people are saying neither. Little Knight says Hillary. Biggest says, you know, Hillary Clinton has a body count. I don't know what would give you the thought that she has a body count. She can't even keep her man. Hillary Clinton can't even keep her man. What makes you think she got a body count? She was a hippie, though. She was a hippie. So maybe she wasn't getting bodies in her hippie days, but, she can't even keep her man. If you can't take care of your husband's needs and wants, and he's the commander in chief and the most powerful person in the world, I mean, come on, bro. All Hillary Clinton had to do was get on her knees and take care of the president, man. The president has needs and wants. She couldn't even do that. And you want her to be the commander in chief? All she thinks about is herself. Oh, we got 100 likes in the building. We got 100 likes, y'all. Salute. We got 100 likes. Salute, salute. Thank you, everybody. We got 100 likes. Salute, salute, salute. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Salute. Let's keep hitting that like button. Let's keep hitting that like button, man.
What a thrill.
Keep hitting that like button. Keep hitting that like button.
With darkness and silence through the night.
Hit that subscription button. Hit that like button.
What a thrill.
It's a thrill to be here with you.
I'm searching and I'll melt into you.
Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We in here tonight. We checked in. We checked in. We are checked in tonight. We checked in tonight. Yeah, we checked in tonight, man. Yeah, man. Oh, we got about 91 people in the building. Salute, 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 salute. Yeah, man. But who are you voting for? I want to know who you're voting for. And another thing I want to ask y'all, this is important to ask y'all. I think it's good that we're asking people this. When you vote, right? This is what I want to know. Because we have some people in here that are Kamala Harris supporters. This is what I want to know about. When you vote, do you vote all like for your party, or do you vote like maybe president you may go Republican, maybe for another candidate in another seat you may go Democrat? Do you vote like that? Maybe do you go back and forth, or are you all on your side? Do you say Republican all the way down, or you go Democrat all the way down? What type of voter are you? You know? Because, some people don't really, they may know about the presidents, but they don't know who's running locally. They don't know about the senator or the governor or the mayor, who's running for this amount of seats, who's running to be a judge, who's running to be this, who's running to be that. A lot of people don't know that, A lot of people don't know that. They just know the president and they go straight down. Like, I remember when I started voting, the first time that I voted, it was Obama's first presidency. I just went Democrat all the way down. Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. And that's what black people have been doing for over 50 years. I just want to let y'all know. Black people for over 50 years have been going to the polls going Democrat, 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 Democrat. We haven't been going back and forth. One Democrat here, One Republican here, one Democrat here, one Democrat here. Like, we haven't been doing that. We've been going Democrat, 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 Democrat. So I just find it very insulting because I know that white people, they may go right to left. They may go left to right. They may vote for a Democrat president, but they may say, you know, locally, I want to keep it Republican. You know, they may go back and forth with it. Black people have been going Democrat, 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 and we haven't been getting anything incentivized done. You know? So I find it very insulting that the Democrats think that we should just vote for them just because they're politically left, just because they're, you know, Democrats, and we've been voting for them for over 50 years, even though we haven't been getting anything done agenda-wise, even though they've been sitting on all of our bills, whether it be a reparations, whether it be a hate crime bill, they've been sitting on these issues, but they think we should vote for them. Absolute lunacy to think that. You know? Billy says, I'm very independent. It's hard to find a candidate that supports the Second Amendment as well as universal health care. I agree. Top Thrill says, I implore you to vote for Kamala if you care about the Constitution and peaceful transfer of power with our country. Bro, you still haven't, why haven't you produced the evidence that you said that, wasn't you the one that said Trump wanted to terminate the Constitution? Where's the evidence? Put the source in the chat, man. I want to know if that's true. I would like to know if that's true. Gerald says, why black people vote conservatives? What is it that we have to conserve? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. You should be asking yourself, why are black people voting Democrats? Why are we voting Democrats?
What a thrill.
Why are we voting for the Democrats? Why are we voting for the liberals? We've been voting for liberals for over 50 years and they have done nothing. Don't get me wrong. Like, see, that's what I hate. You know, I hate that you hear this rhetoric from me and you think that I'm like a Republican or like, you know, I'm a Trump supporter. No, I'm an independent, bro. I'm not voting for Trump or Biden or Kamala Harris. I'm not voting for none of them. I'm just disgusted with the political left because black people have been voting for the political left for over 50 years and we've been getting nothing done. You know, they sit on all of our agendas. They sit on all of our bills. They sit on all of our incentives, you know, whether it be reparations, whether it be a hate crime bill, no matter what it is, infrastructure in our neighborhoods, they sit on our agendas every election season, but they expect us to vote for them. I'm tired of it. That's all I'm saying. So why are we voting liberal? We won't even take a meeting with a conservative you know, candidate. We won't even taking a meeting with them. But we're just voting for the liberals. We're just voting for the you know, the Democratic nominees. For what? For what? Make it make sense to me. You know? I'm not voting for neither one. I will not be voting. I'm not voting this year. I will not be voting this year. I will be sitting on my vote this year. I am not happy with neither candidate. I will be sitting this vote out. I am not happy with neither party. I don't feel like either one has talking to my ideals, my agenda, what I want, what I'm looking for. So I will not be voting for neither. You know? Yeah, man. What am I voting for? What am I voting for? Somebody said, go out and vote. What am I voting for? What am I voting for? First of all, let me tell you a little bit about me, right? First of all, I live in New York. I live in New York. I mean, that's as liberal, left wing bootlicking as it can get. I mean, the only place I can think that's probably more than that is maybe Cali. Cali and New York. Those are blue states, man. Those are blue states. Cali and New York, they're blue states, bro. So I don't think that my vote would really matter. I mean, I don't think my vote would really matter even if I did vote. But I mean, nah, I don't feel like any of these candidates are talking to my ideals and my agenda. You know? Maybe if one of them say something that talks to my ideals and what I want and what I'm looking for in a candidate, maybe I'll vote. But I don't feel like any of them have spoken to me. Any of them have spoken to me. You know? So I will not be voting. I will not be. Billy says, bro, I feel so bad for you that you live in New York. No offense, man. I live in Long Island, man. I don't live in New York City, man. You see the top. It says live from Long Island, bro. I live in Long Island. I don't live in New York City. That's funny though. Good Citizen said, I'm voting for Donald Duck. He quacks for me. That's crazy. But in any event, guys, I will not be voting for Kamala Harris. I will not be voting for a Kamala Harris candidacy. I think that Kamala Harris is a threat to democracy. I think that Kamala Harris will piss and let me not say that. But I think Kamala Harris is a threat to democracy, you know? You think some of y'all think Trump is a threat to democracy? I think Kamala Harris is a threat to democracy. So the way a lot of you feel about Trump is the way I feel about Kamala Harris. I think she's a threat to democracy. You know, she threw niggas in jail. She threw niggas in jail. You know, threw away the key. Lock niggas up like it was nothing. You know. She's a prosecutor. We're talking about a prosecutor. All of those black men that have been incarcerated. You mean to tell me now you're gonna turn around and vote for a prosecutor? She knew that, you know, when your case got to her desk. Hear me out. As a black man, when she was a prosecutor, she knew, as a prosecutor, she knew that you came from a broken home, single mother, Section 8, right? She knew that you couldn't get a job because you had a record. She knew all of this about you. She knew that, you know, listen, you fell on hard times, which probably resulted in you selling drugs. You wasn't carrying no hard drugs. You wasn't carrying kilos of coke or nothing like that. You wasn't, you know, carrying 100, you know, fake Oxycontin pills and fentanyl. You were just selling some, you know, nickel bag. You was a little drug runner. You was a little nickel and dimer, dime store hustler. But when the police busted you, when they stopped you, when they put the handcuffs on you, and she was the prosecutor, she hammered home the charges. She treated you like you was El Chapo, like you was damn Pablo Escobar. You just this dime store hustler trying to, you know, buy some Jordans and some McDonald's. And this high yellow heifer came along and hammered home charges on you, trumped up charges, inflated charges. But now in 2024, you want to tell me to vote for this woman. Are you guys crazy? Are you guys crazy? I'm speaking facts right now. I know I'm speaking facts right now. I know I'm speaking facts right now. You know? I know I'm speaking facts right now. I know it. I don't see how you could vote for her as a black man. I don't see how you could vote for her to fix yourself and get in that booth and hit the slide for Kamala Harris, hit the slide for the political left. I don't see how you could. This has been the same woman throwing your brothers in jail. You know? Your daddy had 3 strikes. Your pops had 3 strikes. You know when your heart, your father's a good man. You know, he just, he fell on hard times. You know, he had a life of crime, but now he's trying to change. You know, he had his 3rd or 4th parole hearing. You know, he probably finally got his appeal trial. You know, he's in the appellate courts. Here come Kamala Harris. You know, bringing up his past. You know, he's a changed man now. This is what she did. Like, let's be honest. Prosecutors, they have no soul. Their job is to find every shred of evidence to pretty much hammer home charges and keep you in jail. Or send you to jail. That's what her job was. Her job was to throw niggas in jail. Let's be honest here. This is not a compassionate woman. No, she's giggling. How about this, y'all? When she threw niggas in jail, she discarded them. Like, just discarded, threw them niggas in jail, threw their lives away. Was she laughing? All that laughing she doing? Every time she threw another black man's life away, threw him in jail, threw away the key. Was she Was she keying? Was she laughing? Was she kikiing? Was she just laughing up a storm every time she threw another black man in jail? She laughing. They're just laughing all the time. Cackle Coop Kamala. Salute to Red Blue. Said Cackle Coop Kamala. Yeah, she always giggling and laughing. All those black men she threw in jail, prosecuted, trumped up charges. She knew all you had was a couple of nickel bags of weed. She treated you like you was El Chapo. How about this? You know, you in court. She knew your girlfriend was lying about those trumped up charges of domestic violence. Walk with me. She knew your girlfriend was a liar and alcoholic. She got 3 different kids from 3 different niggas. She smokes weed every day. She pops a perk 30. Kamala Harris knew she was a low life woman, and she lied about those charges of you beating on her. But she took every shred of evidence that she could find to send you to jail for domestic violence. That was her job. Her job was to find every shred of evidence to send you to jail. No compassion. No empathy. A lot of innocent men were sitting right in front of her, standing in front of her, pleading their case. I'm innocent. I did not do this. They lying on me. You know? Believe me, please. She said, no, nigger. You did it. You did it. You did it. And we're taking you to jail. And we're going to find every shred of evidence. We don't care if it's true or not. We don't care if it's true. All evidence, all credible evidence will be brought to the table, and I will make it make sense, because that's my job as a prosecutor. You know? That's what her job was. That's where her job was. Her job was to hammer home the evidence. Hammer home. Now you're telling black men to go and vote for this woman. All of the brothers in jail right now. All of the brothers in jail, you know, they keeping their beverages cold in a toilet right now. All the brothers in jail right now, they got them rusty shanks underneath the bed. You know, they hiding hot Cheetos from the police. You know, they got their little butter crunch cookies and milk, commissary and stuff. You know, all your brothers that's in jail, your father that committed a crime. She put them niggas in jail, man. Let's be honest. You know? She put them in jail. What is wrong with you guys? Just see, that's how like, you know, that's how much, you know, we are brainwashed as a community. Black and brown. That's how brainwashed we are as a black and brown community. I'm gonna put it together. That's how brainwashed we are as a black and brown community, that when you hear somebody criticize the political left, criticize a Democrat, you think that they're automatically voting for a Republican, Trump, yada, yada, yada. That's how brainwashed we are. That we can't criticize the political left. We can't criticize the Democrats. We're supposed to do whatever they give us. We're supposed to come out and vote for them. We don't have to hear what they're running about, what their agendas are. Just vote. That's how brainwashed we are as black and brown people, that we're just taught to just vote for the political left. We can't criticize them. We can't ask more of them. That's how brainwashed we are. Because I'm looking at somebody say, oh, so you're voting for Trump? And I see his name says Cuban on it, so I'm guessing he's a Latino man. And I'm just saying, you know, that's how brainwashed we are, that we can't even criticize the Democrats. You know? We can't even criticize them. No, we're not looking up Project Nothing. All right, this is not a conspiracy show. We're not doing conspiracies tonight. All right, tune in another night. We're not doing that tonight. We're not doing no Project Nothing. We're not doing that tonight. All right, we're not doing that. This is not the conspiracy show. We're talking about real tangible things that are happening now. All right, we can get into the conspiracies another day. All right. We'll get into it another day, not tonight. We're not doing. This is not conspiracy night. Take the tinfoil hat off tonight. We're not doing that tonight. Yeah, man. You know. Yeah, man. Nah, I don't know. You might be, what you're saying may have some legs, but we're not doing the conspiracy tonight, man. We're not doing that. I'm not with that. You know? But all in all, guys, listen. We're not voting for Kamala Harris. We're not voting for the political left. They have been sitting on the dreams, the aspirations, the agendas, the incentivized promises of black people in the black community, in the black neighborhood for decades. They have been sitting on, and even the brown community. A lot of y'all from the Latino community, you should have a gripe with with the Democrats as well, because they promised you guys a lot of things as well. You know, if you came here, let's say you came here illegal, and you went through the process of becoming legal. You've done everything you've had as a citizen. You're a taxpayer. You're an American. They promised you a lot of things as well, and they have fallen all the way short on the promises. You should want more. You should be receiving more for your vote, just like the black community, just like the black vote. Me personally, it's like I said, I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being taken advantage of for my vote. I'm tired of being taken advantage of. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of it. And I don't think black people should stand for it. I don't think black people should allow it to happen. I don't think that other communities like the brown community and the Latino community, they shouldn't allow it either. They should not allow it either. It's time to wake up. It's time to, stop being taken advantage of the political left, man. Stop allowing the political left to take advantage of you. Stop allowing the political left to lie to you. Because a lot of times they get into those offices, or rather they campaign and they promise you all of these things and they never, come through on it. Sinclair says, I'm a conservative and on some issues and liberal on other issues. I wish we were given real choices. Term limits is important. That's a fact. Me too, Sinclair. I'm liberal on certain things too, and I'm conservative on some things, Certain things I'm liberal on. Some things, like I give you certain things that I'm liberal and conservative on. Immigration, the border. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm conservative on immigration and the border. The reality is, everybody can't come here. Everybody can't come to America. That's the sad truth. Everybody can't come here. Guess what? We all can't go to Dubai. We all can't go to China. We all can't go to Russia. We all can't go to Cancun for the summer. We all can't go. Everybody can't come here. That's just the reality. I'm sorry. Everybody can't come here. It's not reality. It's not reality. Let me give you something. That's something I'm conservative on. Let me give you something I'm liberal on. I'm liberal on drugs. I think that doing drugs is wrong. I think that doing drugs is I think it's a bad habit. I think it's nasty. But if that's how you choose to live your life, if you choose to live your life addicted to drugs and you're a functional addict, that's your choice. That's your choice. If you choose to shoot some skag between your toes, I don't agree with it. I'm not going to support your lifestyle, but that's your lifestyle. So I find myself liberal on drugs. I don't use drugs. I don't smoke. I don't do none of that. I don't do any types of drugs. But if that's how you choose to live your life as a drug addict, that's your life. I mean, if you don't, that's how you choose to live your life. That's how you choose to life. And if you want the help, if you want the rehabilitation, then we should give you that as well. But, in terms of drugs, I don't think people should be, sitting in jail doing football numbers over drugs, Let people do the drugs. If they don't, let people live their lives as drug addicts. If that's how you feel, that's how you want it, If you want help, we'll give it to you. But if you do drugs and commit a crime, you're gonna go to jail. That's just how it is. But that's the things that I'm liberal and conservative on. That's just how I feel. Gwendolyn Willis says, "Are you voting?" No, I will not be voting. I am not voting for neither candidate. I will not vote. I will not be voting. I refuse to vote. I will be sitting on my vote this election season. Absolutely. Neither candidate has convicted me to vote, convicted my soul to vote. So I will not be voting. You know? We are not all descendants of slaves. That's a lie. An Anglo-Saxon is not a descendant of slaves. So that's a lie. There's plenty of people in America that are not descendants of slaves. So that's a lie. Some people are saying RFK. Yeah. How do y'all feel about the Democrats kicking out RFK out of the Democratic Party? How do y'all feel about that? Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about all the things the Democratic left has done. They robbed people from a primary, from allowing them to vote for the candidate that they wanted to pick. They kicked out RFK. He was a real challenge. He was going to be a real true challenge for Kamala. They've done a lot of little sketchy things that nobody wants to talk about. It's interesting. Yeah, it was BS. Trey Poor says it was BS. Yeah, it was. It was absolutely BS. Bigger says RFK will release the files on his family. Yeah, they should release the files. Release the real files on what really happened. We want to know. The people deserve to know. You know? But with that being said, y'all, it's been real. I've been on here. I've been rocking out with y'all for over, hour and some change. I want you guys to subscribe to the channel. We're gonna do more conversations like this. Come and subscribe to the channel. Join the chat. Hit the like button on this video. Before I end anything, before I go anywhere, I want to give a salute and a shout out to Sinclair and Nelly. Salute to Sinclair and Nelly for putting in that work tonight. I think Sinclair is still in there. Salute to Sinclair. Salute Sinclair. Thank you, Sinclair, for checking in tonight. Salute to everybody that voted. Everybody hit that like button. Thank you guys for coming out and talking about this topic. We're gonna do more shows talking about Kamala. The Democratic National Convention is coming up. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about all the celebrities. There's gonna be a lot of celebrities that come out for that night. We got to go in on that. So keep checking in. Check in. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna continue on the Kamala. Also, I also do a show. I do a show giving men advice. So if you're a young man, you're looking for advice and some guidance in this world, I do a show on that. And also I do a music review show on the weekend. If you are an up and coming or aspiring artist, check in on Saturdays. I do a music review show. So if you're a rapper, singer, producer, maybe you don't do rap. Maybe you're you have a band. Maybe you're a singer. Maybe you're a concert violinist. Maybe you play bluegrass. Maybe you play the ukulele. Maybe you play the xylophone, the harmonica. We want to hear your music. We are all encompassed of all types of music. We want to hear your music. It's a music review show for aspiring musicians and artists. So we do that on the weekend. So subscribe to the channel for that as well. But with that being said, I hope you guys have been entertained as well as enlightened. I am your host, True and Living. This is the Check-In Report. Again, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys another video, another time. We are out. You guys have a good night, man. Y'all stay blessed. We out.
What a thrill. With darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you.